starting off with our first step here. We're gonna go ahead with our dynamic stretches. You'll be doing each move for around 30 to 40 seconds. Next, we will go ahead with our warm-up session here. So you're gonna be choosing either a treadmill or a Stairmaster, and you're gonna warm up for around 5 to 10 minutes. This is gonna help your body and your blood to pump up basically, and to prevent any injuries from happening. So what I usually like to do here for the very first 2 minutes, I just go ahead with the Stairmaster. As you can see, my back is straight and I choose level 4, and then for the next 2 minutes I go ahead and I squat a bit and I bend my back up. This is gonna activate your glutes more than your quads. And then the rest of the warm-up session, I basically just keep squatting and hold the Stairmaster. This for me is basically a glute activation exercise, and you're gonna feel the burn by the end of the warm-up session. Okay, so going ahead with my very first exercise, as you can see, I love to start my glute sessions with hip thrust or glute bridges or calf bridges. Starting the session with any thrusting movement will basically fire up your glutes and get you ready for your next workout. Some tips here to always keep your chin tucked in. You'll be putting all the weights on your heels and go all the way down and then back up. Now after I'm done with the 10 reps, I'm gonna go ahead with 10 pulses. This is gonna burn like no other. I usually go until failure, so my failure here was 10 pulses. You can go and do more depending on how your body can handle it. Of course, the more you do it, the better, or the more burn that you're gonna be feeling by the end of the workout. Next workout is glute focused RDLs. So I perform this exercise by the side of the bar. This version of the exercise will make you feel it more in your glutes and hamstrings rather than the quads. So it's perfect for people who are quad dominant like myself. So I always explain RDLs as a standing version of hip thrusts. You're gonna tuck in your chin, focus all the weight on your heels when you go up, and push with your hips. So it's going to be 2 steps for this exercise. As you can see here, you're going to be going halfway down, then all the way down, and then back up again. And throughout the whole exercise, make sure that your back is bent, so when you go up, you're not gonna be going all the way back with your back. It has to be a bit bent to focus more on the glutes, and also focus to have that tension effect and the squeezing effect of the glutes when you go up. So instead of squeezing, try to imagine a pencil in between your butt cheeks and you're trying to press in between them when you go up. This is the best explanation I can always give whenever I perform the RDLs. Next exercise is single leg RDLs. So this is another variation of RDLs, but it's gonna be per leg. Pick a weight that you're comfortable in, so not too heavy and not too light. You have to be comfortable with the weight because you want the workout to be kind of balanced. As you can see here, you have to be fully in control with the workout. Now, some tips here is to keep your chin tucked in at all times and your back bent when you go up. Focus on pushing with your hips. What I mean by push with your hips is you're gonna bend your knees when you go down a bit. So it's the same as hip thrust, but standing variation. And when you go up, as you can see here, my toes will not be fully touching the floor. It's just a tap. That's gonna have that glute tension effect, and you're gonna be squeezing with your glutes. So always imagine there is a pencil in between your butt cheeks and you're trying to press on it when you go up. And of course, do not forget to keep all the weight on your heels when you push with your working leg. Next exercise is glute back extensions. This is one of my favorite glute exercises. This workout focuses mostly on the hamstrings and the glutes, so it's perfect again for people who are quad dominant. Again, this will be 2 steps variation, so you're going to be going halfway down, up, all the way down, and up again. Some tips here is to keep your back always bent, like it has a slight bend to it when you go up. Keep your chin tucked in at all times and always push with your heels. And as you can see, my foot placement, it's gonna be kind of outwards. That's gonna have also more effect on the glutes rather than your lower back and your hamstrings. So for this exercise, you're going to choose your working leg to measure the perfect distance from the cable machine. You'll be bending your resting leg a bit, and then you're going to go ahead with the exercise. Keep your back bent at all times. And I usually put my ankle straps a little bit under my calf area. This will make you feel the burn more in your glutes and your side glutes. Watch how my foot is placed when I go up. It's going to be going sideways. This will help engage both the gluteus maximus and the medius. Now for the cable machine level, I always put it around level 2, but you have to measure it depending on your height. Watch how when I go up with the cable, my foot is kind of tilted outwards and to the side. This is going to have great effect on the glutes. Now, of course, after my workout session, I always end it with some foam rolling and stretching routine. We'll be doing some static stretches. So in the beginning of the workout, it's going to be dynamic, and at the end is static stretches. So this is going to help with mobility and with muscle soreness. You're going to be doing each move for around 30 to 40 seconds.
me.